Hey, how's it going, everybody? NuttyNu here. Today I just want to do a quick video about the A6300 Smallrig cage, which is right here. Just received that in the mail, and I bought that for one particular reason, and that reason is because of the DJI Ronin. I bought that because when you're mounting the A6300 by itself with the Ronin plate with a full frame Sony lens, you have to put like a washer on the bottom of that 1/4 inch screw because there's not enough space for it. But now with the cage, you don't have to do that, and it makes it much more secure. Let me take it off real quick and I'll show you guys what I mean by it. Alright, so on the 6300, you can see right here, this is the Sony A6300 and this is what the cage now. So the cage is attached with a 1/4 inch screw, and now you have all that space right there. See that? And you can connect the ronin-m plate to this screw right here, this screw hole, just like that. But if you don't have the cage and you just have the A6300 with your lens, here's what happened when you try to mount this plate to it. You don't have room. It's at an angle. Can't see it, but let me get down here. You guys see that? It's at an angle, and what I've been doing before this is the only way I've been able to mount this is that I have to make this little washer here. So these are 2 washers that have been super glued together so they don't ever fall apart, but it's 2 small washers. And what I've done is I always go like this. I always put that washer there first and then screw in this plate. Now that barely gets me in there, but it works though. It does work if you don't have the cage. But that's what you can do. You can put those 2 washers, and then this guy will go right on there, and it will actually bolt on. It actually works this way. But the problem that I was having is that every time I do it this way, it put a lot of pressures on my camera's body 1/4 inch hole. And it was actually, you can actually start to see the body start to open a little bit, and right now it's on this camera here, so I don't ever want to use this on the Ronin unless I have to. So right now that's the reason why I bought this cage, because cage will stay on this camera body here forever. I don't want to ever take this camera body off, and this will be my main camera for the DJI Ronin. I'll just have to slap on this plate and the plate will come on there. And this A6300 body here will be mainly for pictures, photos, and also it'll be my video camera for getting other B-roll shots, like static shots on the tripod, stuff like that. And this guy will be for the Ronin if for some reason this camera here fails. So that's just a quick reason why I bought the cage here. It's a really nice cage. I really like it. It's really nice, really lightweight. It's lightweight when you're holding it by itself, but it also puts a little bit of weight on the Ronin, which is not that bad, because I actually need, since the 6300 is so light, I actually need a little bit more weight. So the cage is actually a plus for that. So it's a win-win all around. And like I say, the cage is like $40 on Amazon. Super awesome. I highly recommend it if you're like if you're using it with the Ronin or something like that. I'm sure you guys have issues like with that too, with it not clearing your body. If you're using the A6300 with the kit lens and like the Sony crop sensor lens, you shouldn't have an issue. For example, like the 18 to 55, you shouldn't have an issue with that whole clearance issue. But if you're using like third-party lens, this is the Sigma 1855. And if you're using like the Sony full frame lens, which is really big and bulky, you'll definitely run into that issue where this Ronin plate won't run flush, and that's where you have to use the washers, or you have to buy like a cage. And I highly recommend the cage. It gives it better protection, and also you can mount a bunch of stuff in the future. Alright guys, just in case if you guys are wondering if the cage helps with overheating, I'm doing an overheating test right now. We're basically at room temperature right now, and the camera has been recording for about 43 minutes. You can see the overheating is on. We are shooting in 4K 24p. The overheating sign came on when it was around the 37-minute mark. Last time I did a test, the camera shut off around 40 minutes. So right now we can say that maybe the cage is helping a little bit by helping spreading out the heat. But I'm just gonna keep recording and keep you guys updated and see when the camera will actually shut off. But right now you guys can see with me, the camera is going to about 44-minute mark and the overheating sign is still on. And again, when I did a test about a couple weeks ago without the body, without the cage, the camera shut off around the 40-minute mark due to overheating. Now, if you guys are wondering why or how am I getting past 30-minute mark, there's actually a hack to hack your body, to hack your camera to go past the 30-minute mark that the Sony limits. And I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below if you are interested in hacking your camera to pass that 30-minute mark. So right now it's going to be around 44 minutes, and I'll just go ahead and type it in when the camera shuts off because I don't want to keep recording it. So there you go, guys. So hope you guys find this video helpful. Leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think.